Hi, this is Dennis with Second Chance Tackle, and well, today's the time of the week where we get to preview some of the boxes that have come in. Quite honestly, this has been a lull. This is normally a lull for those of you considering doing fishing reel service as a pastime, maybe as a hobby, maybe as a side hustle, maybe as a real business. This is traditionally a lull. We're in August now. The folks that have paid attention to their reels got them serviced before the season began. A lot of folks have a strategy of servicing their reels after the season is over. And well, what we see during the summer months is the ones that generally break and need to be repaired. Those are kind of the SOS services that come in. And we also see some folks that maybe have been shopping on eBay or at local flea markets, or maybe they've run into a situation where they've inherited some reels or the like, and time is not of the essence. It's not their daily fishing reel, and well, they send those in for service as well. And well, again, it's a little bit of a lull, but that's okay, because I enjoy the summer. I enjoy getting out with my grandchildren and fishing, and doing some other things that probably is timely catch up. One of the things you can probably see in the background with my bench is that kind of needs to be cleaned up as well. I haven't had the opportunity quite yet to do that, but we'll just call it character marks for now, but we'll get it cleaned up over time. Well, let's take a look at what's come in over the last few days. We'll see which ones I plan to do as videos. And if you see a reel on here that I do not plan to do as a video, please let me know. I'll try my best to work that into the video schedule, and to get you the information you need about the reel and about how to service it. If you like these types of videos, I want to encourage you to subscribe to my channel. And if you do subscribe to my channel, please use that notification button. That will let you know when the videos, like the ones we'll discuss here, are going to be posted. So let's get started. The first one comes in from Bruce. He's up in Massachusetts. And let's see what Bruce is sending me today. It's interesting with this channel that we get folks from everywhere kind of sending in the reels, and I kind of appreciate that. I get to learn a lot about where they do their fishing, the types of fish that they are going after, and well, the local as well as the long distance types of work. This one's an interesting one. This is an Okuma. It's a line counter. This is the Catalina, and it's a big ocean-going reel. You can see we have some very heavy braid on there. That's probably 80 or 100-pound braid. We have our line counter mechanism, and I guess he's having an issue here. He is having an issue here with the line guide. We have a floating shield. Somehow we are missing the pawl and the cap. I'm going to trust that all of those pieces and parts are in here, and I think what he basically told me is, went out and got all the pieces and parts. Could I please assemble that for him? We will, and we'll do a video on that one as well, because I know that's not one that I have in my library. My library is extensive. It's kind of interesting that there's probably over 2,000 videos in there now. If you're looking for a reel, if you're trying to figure out how to service a reel, well, I just check the library first. You may find it there, and if not, I'll see what I can do in terms of doing a video for you if I have the reel in stock. Here's Bruce. Bruce is sending me this in. He's sending me in a Penn Formula 15. Made numerous attempts trying to fix it and can't seem to make it work correctly. It's binding in low gear. And also we have some sweet and spicy beef jerky. Thank you. I appreciate that, Paul. Let's take a look. I do know that I've had the Penn 15 formula before. I've done a video on that one. These are what I will call the Poor Man's International. It's by Penn. It's almost identical in the setups to the International reel. The difference is the case. The case is either a graphite or a plastic case, as opposed to the metal cases of the International Gold Series. But all of this is pretty much the same thing. You have your, we do have a bind there, that's for sure. Something stuck up. I guess that's the numerous attempts he's made. And, well, we'll try and get that one squared up. I'm going to check my, my library on that one. I believe I've done that. But if I haven't, I will I will certainly make it a point to go ahead and do that for you. I like to share the information. I like to share my knowledge. That's the whole idea on Second Chance here, is to teach you how to do it so that, well, you can kind of carry it on. This is from Bob Wagner in Colorado. Let's see what Bob's sending me in here. This may be... These are those funky boxes that I can't figure out how to open. So I have a reel that was last made in 2006. Wants to know if I can look at it, if we got a screw issue, if we got something else. This, I believe, is the Penn Mariner reel, or the Super Mariner reel. In beautiful condition. Look at this. Look at the condition on this one. It's beautiful. I'm curious what they're using this one for in Colorado. This is typically a trolling reel for ocean trolling. We've got a spool that needs to be adjusted there. When you adjust the spool, you should just have a slightest knock. It shouldn't be tight, but it should be knocking. Okay, we're going to go to free spool. This free spool spins nicely. You could adjust that again with this, but that's spinning nicely. This is the override for the anti-reverse, so you will have that click, 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 but you can override that, pedal the reel backwards so that you can fight the fish. Let's put it in gear. The little knock, that's the play that happens in this reel from the pin on that gear sleeve. Sometimes the bridge needs to be replaced in order to correct that. Sometimes you can replace the gear sleeve itself. Sometimes it's just a one pin. But that knock happens frequently in the older reels. All right, well, we're going to find out a little bit more about that, see if we can help get that corrected. Okay, we've got one coming in from Pennsylvania. This is from Walter in Pennsylvania. And the next state over, it's where I just took my grandkids fishing. We have two of these reels. This is the Penn Ultralight. Very hard reel to find. This is part of the Penn original series. This is the black and gold. I believe it's the 716 or the 720. Sometimes you can find that on the spool rotor here. I'm not seeing that. Nope, not seeing it, but regardless, the Ultralight's a very nice little reel. We don't have a bail working here. And we have probably the 4400 SS. That was the series that followed the one. I'm not sure what's going on here. This should be loose. It's not, so I'm not even going to play around with that at this point, but I'm sure that's in for service and repair. And we're going to do our best on that. I don't know if I have a lot of Penn videos. I'm not sure if I have that one on the 716. If I don't, I'll certainly do that one. We're going to assume it's the 16. All right, so if you have any questions on these reels or any reel, maybe you're wondering about some of them, maybe you're just curious how to fix one, maybe you own one and you want to see the video, just leave that in the comment section. I will try to accommodate you as much as I can. All right, well, this one's coming in from Ohio, from Gary. Let's see what we have here. Feels like a bait caster of some description. Somebody was writing in the comments that it kind of seems like it's always Christmas. Oh, it's not. We have a small reel here, and it has a bail issue on it from what I can read in the note. Oh, we have a Daiwa whisker. So this is the 1300 tournament whisker. Very nice reel. Very sought after. And it says, the bail end opposite the line roller appears to be bent and doesn't lay flat. Well, I think it says it appears to be bent, but I'm not sure it is bent. It is bent, but I'm not certain that that isn't the way that this is intended to be. All right, well, we're going to take a look at that. I don't have the whisker in the shop for a comparison, but what I do have is a video on this, or one in the series, and that'll provide me with the reference points. One of the things I always encourage you to do when you service your fishing reels is to take pictures along the way. That will give you reference points, and my videos serve as a reference point for a lot of reels that I work on. I frequently go back to my own thing because my memory doesn't hold all of the reels that I ever worked on and how the setups are and where they are different and where they are the same as other reels. So I'll go back and check. Another great place to check as you go to resources is to check for the reel schematics online. Sometimes the manufacturers will post them. Sometimes they will be on third-party sites like reelschematic.com, and all of those are very helpful. So for example, I might be able to find that bail, maybe it's for sale somewhere on eBay, and we'll see if it has that bend in it, or if it's got a flat shaft coming off of it, and that'll tell us a little bit more what to do. This one comes in from Vasco out in California. I've worked on several of his reels in the past, and this is a pen reel with an electric motor. Oh boy. Cleaned and lubed, figure out how to disassemble. I typically do not work on electric reels. This is some kind of conversion system, but it's not the electric motor. The electric motor would attach here where the handle is. That's fine. This is a basic 4.0 Senator, I think. Yeah, this is the 4.0 Senator high speed that's going to be used with the electric. It's missing several screws along the way there, and we'll tune that up for him, and we'll make sure that this one goes back together. There are a lot of aftermarket companies out there that do things like this, either as an electric or as a leveraged handle kind of a thing. And this one, I'll find out from Vasco a little bit more about who he's using there for that. If I get that information, I'll be happy to pass it along to you. Let's get that all together here. Then we got one more coming in. This one's from John. And John is out in California. So we've kind of gotten around the country today. Started in Massachusetts, went to California, took a stop in Colorado, went to Ohio, Pennsylvania, and now we're back here where we started in California. If I remember this one, this is going to be Ambassador reels. The first one is an Ambassador. This is the Ambassador 6501S. I think he said he's had this one apart. The trip mechanism is stuck, so this is not tripping. This is one of these Chinese-made Ambassadors. I'm not fans of these. There is a lot of let's clip this thing, see if it's just this. Yeah, there's something going on here. Left-handed reel. If you find a reel that has wow, this one's all kind of bent up. We're going to find out. I'm not a fan of the Chinese-made Ambassadors. There's a lot of plastic parts inside of it. We'll do one of those just to show you. And you know, it's a shame. You take a nice reel, the Swedish-made Ambassadors, the history and the lineage behind them. And what do we get here? We get a stamped-on crown rather than the old metal crowns that they would affix to the Ambassador reels like this one. And it rubs off at the first sign of any use. You can hardly even see the Abu Garcia print down there. And again, not a fan. And we have two of these. And I'm going to clip this just to see if this is any different here. These have been used well. You can see that there's some residual film and the like there. This one is the right-handed version, and this one has a similar fate here. So I'm not sure what is jamming these up. This one Yeah. So I was just going to, for a point of comparison, this one is made in Sweden. This is the 6500 C3. So these, I have a lot of Ambassador videos in the library, and from time to time I like to add to that if there's something unique to it, and we'll try and do our best on that one as well. And then, of course, there's always the one or two that I have laying on my desk that I want to get to personally when I can. And I'll share one with you right now. This is a Shakespeare Wondercast. It's the 1771. I just did one recently on the 1776 version of this reel. This is the 1771. And it's just, well, I call them grease frozen. It's difficult to turn. There's a lot of skips going on in that. Found it at a flea market, and my guess is that this thing is, well, got a lot of caked on old dried grease and the like in there. And it just needs to be cleaned up, re-lubed, and get it out there with the second chance. Well, I hope you've enjoyed the previews. Again, if there's one here that you would like to see as a video, I will try to do my best to add that to the schedule for the videos, and I'll try to do my best to show you how to service these yourself. Before I leave, I want to thank our fire, our rescue, our first aid workers, EMS, our police, and all of the folks that work in the public interest and public sector. I do appreciate your dedication to task and your career choice, and helping us all to maintain our well-being. I want to thank everybody for watching. I want to wish everybody great fishing. Enjoy the summer. The times pass way too quickly, and before we'll know it, we'll be doing videos on ice fishing reels and setups. This is the time of the year to enjoy your tackle, not necessarily work on it, but if you have to work on it, I thank you for watching this channel to find out how to service and repair those reels. This is Dennis with Second Chance Tackle. Have a great day.